In the middle of last year I got a small sanding disc from my late granddad, and after using it on the floor it was finally time to give it a better place in my shop. So now let's build it. This project also involved moving my wood storage out of the shop to get more space, and I used it as a way to reuse some of my old wood and old screws. Most of the materials used in this project are reclaimed or reused from other projects. It does not look nice, but it's functional and good enough for my shop. Unfortunately, I did not have a piece of wood big enough for the top of the stand. I needed to piece it together from leftover particle board to get the required 60 by 60 cm board. I also added additional bracing in the middle to have plenty of support for glue and screws. Four boards from an old pallet connect the top and are stabilized with 3 diagonal braces. The base with the wheels was a leftover of a failed project to get my bandsaw onto wheels. I lastly found a good home for them. As a drawer, I reuse my old scrapwood bin, which I no longer need. I make the drawer a bit smaller before installing it. It will glide on 2 wooden rails. The lower sides are enclosed with some thin particle board. I was hoping that this reduces the noise of the vacuum a bit, but it did not work as intended. On the front I fit a door to hide the vacuum cleaner, which will remove the dust of the sander. The wood used for the door and drawer belonged to my first ever furniture build I did some 15 years ago. It's finally time to install the sanding. I'm glad I no longer need to lift this thing around. It's too heavy for this. I also found some space on the side for my vise. The last part of the project is installing the dust collection. The disc sander is my first tool with a dedicated dust management solution. I'm using a vacuum cleaner directly placed in the stand. It is set up to operate as soon as the sander is turned on. To connect the hose to the sander, I'm building a small adapter box to convert between the 2 diameters of the pipe. I'm not yet sure, but I was thinking about adding a second connection on the front to be able to connect a regular vacuum cleaner hose when needed, but for now I left this out of the project. This is it, the tool stand is finished. I'm delighted that I did this project, as it also meant that I clean up parts of my shop, which was needed. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and if you have the time, please watch another video of mine.